Welcome back to Our Issues Milwaukee. I'm your host, Andrea Williams. If you're just joining us, I've been talking with Milwaukee County Sheriff Earnell Lucas, and we've talked about his commitment to restoring trust in law enforcement when it comes to the Milwaukee Sheriff's Department. Welcome back to the show, Sheriff Lucas.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate you being here. And before the break, we were pretty much talking about what can be done to help change the climate. And I do realize that you came into this office knowing what you needed to do, knowing what you wanted to do. But the truth is you're one person and you really are dependent on all the people who work under you and with you to help change what has been for so very long.
No doubt about it. One of the appointments that I made back in 2019 was that of Ms. Faith Colas, who many in this community know from her years of working in print, electronic, and the radio. And I told Faith, I said, Faith, take us out to the community and make the community feel that we're a part of this community. And she's done exactly that. We're very grateful for having her. But we have to every day come with a commitment of wanting to go out and serve this community. Because again, for years, as you indicated, that had not necessarily been the case. And that because of incidents that had occurred in the past, as well as, again, a lack of concern and compassion for the people of this community, that trust was broken. We've come in, whether it was working with the immigrant community, whether it was working with Black and Brown communities, whether it's working with the LGBTQ communities and others, and said, listen, we are here as a partner in trying to solve issues in our community. Can we not only work with you in helping solve your problems, but can we work together as a community to try to solve all of our problems? And so that's been our goal and our commitment from day one. And again, we've been getting positive feedback and reactions. And again, despite the COVID, despite the protests that have been going on, we enjoy a lot of support. But again, I'm just but one person. We're just but one agency. Everybody's got to work together at this thing called community relations.
Yeah, and you brought up the protests. There are countless cases across the country. Ahmaud Arbery, Breonna Taylor, of course, we mentioned the tragic death of George Floyd. But here in Wisconsin, dating all the way back to 1958, you have Daniel Bell that people have not forgotten, Jacob Blake, Joel Acevedo, Alvin Cole, Dontre Hamilton, Derek Williams, the list goes on. I just don't know how we reconnect when we see those types of situations happen over and over again. And I know you probably can't speak on it because it is something that's going to court, but there was recently a lawsuit filed against the Milwaukee County Sheriff's Department by a well-known community activist. So how do you reconnect with those whose mindset has been changed because of what has happened in the last 4 months right here in Wisconsin?
No, it's been a challenge, and over the course of the 100 plus days now that there's been protests here in Milwaukee, there have been a number of things that have transpired, Andrea, that if we had the opportunity to go back again and with 2020 hindsight, could we have done some things differently or done some things more effectively? Without a doubt. We are in constant reflection mode of how we do things and how we can do them better. But when you look at it also, there were things done up in the community that when we look at it again, could it be different? And I think that those situations got to be looked at. Listen, we got a problem with race in this community and in this country. And for years, we have not addressed it adequately and appropriately. But it's going to take more than just peaceful protesters. It's going to take every segment of our community, business community, philanthropic community, faith-based community, the community at large, law enforcement, everyone to come into a room and try to solve those problems. So while we're focusing a lot of our frustration and anger at law enforcement, there are so many other institutions that have not done Black and Brown people very well for a much longer time or as long as law enforcement. And we need everybody in the room, and let's start having that discussion. Our education system's in shambles. Our healthcare system needs to have more access for men and women of color. And again, our opportunities, employment opportunities are not what they were when our ancestors came here in the 50s during the Great Migration. So we've got a lot of work to do, and law enforcement is just one area where we all can agree we can improve upon.
Yes, and that goes under the umbrella of systemic racism. That's what we are dealing with. And like you said, it's existed for, it's safe to say, hundreds of years. Mm-hmm. And it's not going to happen overnight. I think everyone realized that. And last year, and this year as well, the Sheriff's Office has re-examined its use of force reporting practices and restructured the use of force review process. And you also have invested in de-escalation training. I think that's very important. So if you'd like, you can take a moment to talk about that.
Well, again, it's all part of a total overhaul of this organization. There's a number of areas where, again, we've got to look at this whole body. Officer wellness and officer safety. You see a high number of officers either leaving the profession because of the pressures, some taking their life, as we just saw here in Milwaukee just recently. And it's a job with high stress, high pressure. And so we as a profession have got to address that. But then when you look overall at, again, all of the work that we have to do in moving this organization forward. And it's, again, in how we treating people and how we treating our members, how our members are treating the public. And when we do an overhaul of the use of force policies, when we look at our rules of protest engagement, again, we're constantly monitoring and reviewing what things we've done in the past, how we can do them better, so that we can get a better outcome or a better result. And again, it's an ongoing process that this Sheriff's Office is committed to going through. We've got a lot of work. A lot of work has been done, but we've got a lot of work to do.
There's no doubt. And I really want to talk quickly about collaborations, because you've talked about how pretty much every sector of this community is going to have to come to the table, be willing to have the hard conversations, and be willing to do the work to actually see changes, not only in our community, but this is going to have to happen across our country. So you have large scale collaborations that you felt went very well. What are some of those collaborations, and what would you like to continue in the near future?
Well, again, whether it's our community engagement led by Director Colas, I think that's one of the biggest aspects of the work that we've done. Some of the early work we did with the groups like Voces de la Frontera to ensure the safety of those persons who are undocumented, but that not to tear at the fabric and the families that have been long in these communities. So we work with them. The work we've done with the LGBT community, it has been outstanding work in our partnership with Tony Schnell and with other people in this community to make that community feel safe and a part of this community. And then here more recently, the work that we're doing with the mental health division of Milwaukee County in dealing with homeless issues and dealing with persons that suffer from mental health issues. Those are all partnerships and collaborations that were non-existent prior to our coming to office. And so we were just committed to extending our hand out to everyone and saying we're willing to partner, we're willing to work, make Milwaukee County better. And I think we've had some successes and results that the county and the people can be very proud of.
Yeah, and before we run out of time, there's been a lot of talk about defunding police departments, and defunding actually means shifting resources to other groups. So I find it interesting that you actually already had come up with your budget for the Sheriff's Office for 2021, and you had already kind of dealt with the budget based on the revenue loss due to COVID and other things that have taken place. So what would a reduction of 25% to your budget do to the Milwaukee County Sheriff's Department, as some have called for?
It would mean that Milwaukee County would not be the economic engine of the state of Wisconsin. It would mean that all of the business and commerce that has been finding Milwaukee a place to relocate and do business, that they'll go elsewhere if we don't have security in Milwaukee County. I think it would be very unfortunate that if we have less service in our parks so that our seniors can't go for a walk and sit on a park bench and enjoy a summer or a fall afternoon. I think it would be very unfortunate on our interstate that if we don't have the sheriff's presence, because we're the only county in the state of Wisconsin that is not patrolled by the state patrol. So it's necessary for us to have patrols out there to deal with the recklessness of people. So those are just a few of the areas. Our county buses have for so long had issues, and we've tried to work with them as best as we possibly can in a number of ways. So all of those partnerships and voices need to be heard. And more importantly, the people of Milwaukee County have to be heard, that we want our sheriffs in our parks, on our freeways, at our lakefront, at our institutions, and everywhere. And we just can't allow for them to be further defunded or under-resourced, because again, it would only hurt Milwaukee County as a whole.
All right, well, I thank you so much for your time today in really helping people better understand from your perspective on what you're doing to, like I said, make that commitment to rebuilding the trust that may have been lost over the years, and really just trying to bring this community together to have law enforcement and residents here feel like they are one working together. So thank you so much. You've said you're open to having dialogue in the community. So if and when you decide to have those open forums, you come right on here and let us know.
Certainly will. Thank you so much for having me.
Always a pleasure talking to you. Sheriff Earnell Lucas serves as the 65th Sheriff of Milwaukee County. And to find out more about the department and what they've got going on, you can go to county.milwaukee.gov. That is going to do it for today's show. I'm your host, Andrea Williams. As always, I thank you for watching, and I do hope you join us again next week as we take another look at our issues. Milwaukee, be safe and have a great day.